You did a CEO roundtable with Prime Minister Modi.
Yes.
What was that experience like?
When he was talking to everyone, to me it felt like he is there to win in life. And he feels that creator economy is the new economy and India should leverage it and India should own it and India should be the best at it.
You also met Sam Altman.
The guy is very measured. He has his guards at the right levels. He's of course very, very sharp. I think you get a feeling that there is extremely sharp game going on in the valley.
Sanket Shah, the founder behind InVideo, a tool that makes 600 crores in revenue.
Recognized all over the world for disrupting the Gen AI space, Sanket has built India's answer to America's Canva.
We did pretty well and then we plateaued at 5 mil revenue.
What was the challenge? Why do you think you plateaued that time? Do you remember like the riskiest thing that you did?
Every video creation tool has a timeline. InVideo doesn't have one.
And why does InVideo not have a timeline?
Because we think that's the largest barrier to creation. Well, and I also, by the way, think that it's a winning strategy.
Why do you think that's a winning strategy?
We are just trying to challenge the status quo. Like video creation used to happen like this. Can it not happen like that?
Can you break down the space for us?
It's Sora, Runway, VO3. They are replacement to the camera. And then there are editors.
Okay.
And you need camera and editors.
Right.
InVideo is an editor.
Everyone talks about like a rapper a lot. Everything is a rapper. I remember someone funnily saying silicon is a rapper on a rock.
There are some rappers where OpenAI will come for. There's some rappers OpenAI might not come for. There's some rappers that even if OpenAI comes for, you can do a better job. The example is
Will AI replace editors?
We are now a part of the Zerodha Media Network.
Sanket, first of all, thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for hosting us. We are talking to very interesting founders, a lot of them in AI also in Mumbai. So thank you so much for having us in Mumbai, and office is great, by the way. Congratulations on the new office.
Thanks.
Yeah. You've been born and brought up here. Can you like tell me a little bit about like childhood, where you've been born and brought up, schooling, etc.?
Grew up largely in a middle classish family.
Okay, classish.
But I think the first till I was 13, 14 we were middle class. I think then we graduated to upper middle class later. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I grew up in like two different places where I spent like largely 16 years each or 17 years each.
In Mumbai.
In Bombay, both in Ghatkopar Chembur region. And then I just moved to Powai now 10 months back. So grew up in that area. I'm a Guju. Both my parents are first-gen entrepreneurs.
Nice.
It's actually quite interesting because my dad started his first business when he was 23, 24. And he actually did not make money all the way till upper middle class to middle class to upper middle class transition happened, right? Like in life. So I think he only started making okay money in life when he was like 40, 42. And I would say, I would think that he did extremely well later on, where like if you would go back and think about like how well has he done in life, he would say I've done extremely well. But like for the first 20 years, life was pretty tough. Both my parents first-gen entrepreneurs, and I think like mom always had the inkling to do something. So she started a diamond jewelry business, which is a home business, and she still does it. And it's kind of funny that like even after all of this, like she has, they're both in their mid-60s. Mom, I would say is like bigger drive than dad. Like can't say for how much money comes home, but bigger drive continues to do it, and it involves like taking a share rickshaw and then taking a train and then going to the workshop and then like doing all the way, because like she's like, hey, if this is how much money I make, then I can't definitely take a car, so I'm going to do this, because it's just like I think basic principles. So I grew up in that environment a lot.
Childhood was a lot about like business.
It was basically, I mean, you grow up doing that. My dad would have this current business is probably his fourth business in life. Like the first didn't work and the second didn't work and then the third worked and then he had a co-founder split and then part of this business became the fourth business, right? So he has like in some zone like gone through it's business, like you go through like very similar things and then you make money and you don't make money and then it works out or it doesn't.
Hey, before we go ahead, I need a minute of yours. I think if there's one thing you should take away from this conversation with Sanket, is that AI is here to stay. With AI, careers and businesses as we know will change rapidly. Your skills of product, marketing, tech will all become table stakes. And the only question that the market will ask you is, can you not do this 100x better and faster with AI? So the question is, how do you become AI first? See, we've thought about this at GrowthX and it honestly comes down to three things. First, learning the right foundations of AI. Second, you need to surround yourself with fellow tinkerers and AI leaders. And lastly, you'll need the right tools to integrate AI into your work. This is where GrowthX fits in perfectly because our members have access to all three of them from day one. Not only do you find a private community of 4,500 members, but also access to perks worth $100,000. Check out more about GrowthX from the link in the description. Hopefully, I'll see you inside. Alright, let's get back to our conversation with Sanket.
So I've just grew up doing that. And I had that inkling for a very long time. I was a very average kid. Went to a very, very okay school that I'm not extremely proud of, but I went to that school. And then I went to an okay college and never attempted IIT. I don't think anyone in my family thought that I would get to IIT ever. So never attempted any of that. To be honest, I don't think I would have made it there. Which brings me to that there are different life skills and all skills cannot be judged the same way. But I don't think I would have ever got, I know my aptitude. I don't think I would have ever made it there. So went to an okay engineering college. I had all through my college, starting from 11th, I started attempting things. I just kept attempting. I wanted to advertise an auto rickshaw and then I wanted to take workshops on ethical hacking and robotics and all of that, which actually was good pocket money in life. And then I went to the US for masters, primarily because I thought that I would never get to an A+ school in India. I truly believe that colleges in India are much tougher to get to than colleges in the US. So luckily, I went to a pretty good college there. I got my master's, but the inkling was always it just sometimes, I think when work starts feeling like play, that's where you want to be. So I went to the US. There I got pretty distracted. Distraction was rewarded in the US, right? I got a $75,000 grant to convert non-fiction books into video summaries that are still on Amazon and iTunes. And I picked up classics like The Art of War and Think and Grow Rich and stuff like that. That got millions of views. They still pay for the fuel in life.
Very interesting.
It's just $3-4. They get probably it sells 100 a month or something, or 50 a month. So
is that where was the first
I
introduction
thought that
to video?
Video is tough. That's where I realized it first. And then I worked in the US for a bit and moved back to India. But I think this is what I really enjoy what I do. It's very painful. I don't think it's all days are fun. But I really, really enjoy.
I think before we go ahead, I want to just set some context for anyone who's not heard about InVideo. If you had to explain InVideo to a 10 or 12-year-old, how would you explain what InVideo does?
AI video creation for everyone. Video creation for everyone.
Okay, lovely. Now let's go to an 18-year-old. Or how would you explain it to an 18-year-old?
Same way, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's jump to maybe a PhD graduate.
No, I've worked very hard to come up with an articulation that should work in some form,
right.
Which is repeatable. So it's video creation for everyone. What we essentially are trying to do is, look, I keep saying this, that best products are built at the intersection of what's possible just now, married to customer needs. AI allows you to change or challenge the status quo. We are just trying to challenge the status quo. Video creation used to happen like this. This is the way to do it. Can it not happen like that?
Explain to me the old way versus the new way.
No, the old way is actually this, right? You have multiple cameras and then you have light and you have all of that.
Correct.
I'm not saying it can be replaced today.
Correct.
It can be replaced
but
or
you
change
see
in
a
the future.
That
it is possible. A bunch of things are possible.
Right.
And this is all guarded, right? You had to...
Sorry, this is the old way and the new way would be...
The new way would be there are different use cases, right? But okay, new way to edit this is that, hey, if you can put a bunch of footage and can say that, give me a rough cut. It should give you a rough cut. But right now, I think most likely like the person will keep listening and then person will keep cutting. I'm not saying human judgment is not important. Human judgment is extremely important and should be used. And that's what craft is. But spend time on craft versus like cutting and then snatching and then saying that like beat syncing. I don't know how to beat sync. Like I don't know, but should I know how to like... Music is important, but like there are several types of content where it's not that important. So do I need more complex buttons and more complex tools? I don't need, because there are times when I want to create a video and I can't, and I have to hire someone and do something and something else and stuff like that, right? I'm just like removing that barrier.
Okay, so you started obviously InVideo not because of suddenly like ChatGPT launched and you started your own company, right? You started this company way back.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through the first, like the pain that you felt like even starting a company like this? How did it look then? What all evolutions have happened for you to come till today?
It's actually funny. Like I think we got distracted, but in 2017 when we started the business, this is actually what it looked like what it is today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it just didn't work because the technology wasn't there. Like it is, I have like those videos, right, where I was actually creating the video the exact same way. Except writing a prompt, I was giving it full script and saying that, can you create a video? And then using like a bunch of icons and trying to stitch like all of that together automatically. And then we had to get distracted because the business also had to make money. Maybe in the next company I don't have to if I start one, or maybe never. We'll see how that goes. But basically like, see, look, like I had to make money. Okay. And there's more color there, but I had to make money. Okay. That's my life. Option nahi hai, paise banane padenge, have to do it. So basically then we just got distracted and someone said that, okay, this is what we need. So I was like, okay, sure. If we do this, we can definitely do this. It can look better.
By someone,
so
do you mean consultants?
No, not consultants, right? Like customers actually. Like I went to a bunch of news channels. I actually spent like... I think 1 year of this business, I've actually only gone and sat at news channels. That's the starting part of the business. And in 2019, I wanted to change it for whatever reason. And then we changed it for that. Like we want to build video creation for everyone. There are some inklings that we saw where we said that this is what we want to do. Like everyone like today comes and tells me about like the problems about the business, which I agree. But this is what I want to do. Like, and I'm going to do that. Like, it's just that simple. And I also, by the way, think that it's a winning strategy. There's a reason why it's a winning strategy. And why, I can be wrong.
Why do you think that's a winning strategy?
Winning has spectrum. My spectrum is to truly challenge the status quo of video creation. That's what I want to do. If that happens, you make a very, very large business. If that doesn't happen, you fail. Anything in between is just not as exciting. Like what you're set out to do is that the old way is still not good enough. Actually, anyone watching this would answer that, right? Like how many of them were able to create a great video? The world's not there. Can I take the world there? If we are able to take the world there, will it be very, very fun to watch and fulfilling in life? I think so.
I want to, we were at 2019, 2020. Can you walk us from like 2020 to 2025? Has the company stayed pretty much the same? What's happened?
I think like I've told this story multiple times, but like if I have to keep it brief, and also like sometimes I have new learnings that I can share. But when I look at like 2019 we launched Prosumer. We raised money from search.
So you launched
Prosumer. Basically anyone can come use the product, pay, not pay, use for free, not free.
Got it.
We did pretty well, and then we plateaued at 5 mil revenue, 6 mil revenue. We started plateauing in 21. We plateaued all the way through 22, and then what we had to really do is we actually got to 11 by 22.
What was the challenge? Why do you think you plateaued that time, by the way?
Any business, anything that you do, I think you need deep levels of differentiation in a way that matters. I don't think we had that level of differentiation. So even when you operate in a very large market size, you need very deep differentiation. I actually love Kunal Shah's theory of Delta 4. If you don't hit Delta 4, these are the outcomes. And delta 4, as you scale, keeps vanishing, and you have to stretch it again, and it keeps vanishing, and stretch it again. While stretching it, you can get things right or wrong, but you have to be fearless, because every time you stretch it, you are actually also risking status quo. So at least at this stage of the business, I don't know how it looks like at $1 billion in revenue, but at this stage of business, like my repeated understanding of, and I do think about a lot, is that every time you try to stretch the status quo, because it vanishes and insights become common, and insights are no longer insights because they vanish, because other people will have insights and other people will copy, and all of that will happen. Like, that's obvious.
So like you guys, so you plateaued because of like obviously not deep differentiation where it matters.
I'll tell you the exact differentiation, right? Like, I think that InVideo was a tool for people who thought Canva was not good enough and needed more control than Canva, but less control than Premiere Pro. And every time you went and gave more control, people who were using you for that vanished. And every time you also gave more control, people who didn't know how to create a video found it hard. So it's super tricky, like to balance it. And I don't think, by the way, I don't think that we got our insights on point. And I think the world lives or dies by insights. Insights are extremely important, and insights are just facts, observations that others don't understand or know of. And then the entire magic is manifestation. But if you get the insight wrong, you get everything else wrong. And there are other parts to it that I now have better vocabulary for, or can like just understand what's going on.
So ChatGPT definitely launched around 2022.
Yeah.
It launched. Can you walk me through around that period of time? Once ChatGPT launched, like
we were already thinking about differentiation. We were already thinking, what should we do? So
are you saying that when ChatGPT launched and you saw the power it had in terms of the tool, did you think that there was a lot more scope for your own product, or like was that not like a core focus at that point?
We were exploring everything. That how can we build deeper, better differentiation and change like things. AI was, of course, the most promising thing on the table. And we said that, we think that AI will become big. So we latched onto AI then. It was quite early, right? Like, we latched onto AI in early 22. We started thinking about it in March 22. So I don't remember ChatGPT being there.
November 2022.
Yeah, we started thinking about what we should do far earlier. Far earlier. And I see some of others who didn't, because their business could scale more. It's super tricky, because when you want to take a hard pivot, it's not a pivot. It's latching on in a particular lane where you can create far more differentiation. You put immense amount of risk to status quo. Immense amount of risk. Basically, we had to stop looking at that business. We had to stop saying that, 80-90 crores revenue can vanish. And we had to be okay with that.
How do you tell your team this? How do you tell your co-founder? How do you tell your investors this?
I don't think it's like, these decisions are not taken alone. I think these decisions are taken with the co-founder, and it's taken with like early members of the team. And how do you tell investors is like the most trickiest thing. But most likely when you're flat, the good part about being flat is everyone writes you off. It's actually, I think founders should not bother when people write them off, because it's great. You don't have to worry anymore. Actually, you have to worry when business is growing. You don't have to worry when the business is not. Because look, I think all investors are, by the way, everyone's blessed, right? Like, look, they're investors. They know that all these businesses are risky.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would take debt.
Yeah.
So they know, they are aware.
Yeah.
So they can leave you alone.
Yeah.
Enough of them, unless it's very young people, enough of them have seen companies failing and people turning it around. The best investors know that they can't contribute very easily. Like, there's so much content. They can't contribute. Like, how can I contribute to your business? Like, I don't know. I mean, I would say that if I give you an idea and you follow the idea, then I would say that you don't have rigor. So it's easy.
Right.
And then you just risk it. Like it's risk. It's leap of faith. When you have nothing to lose, you can just take it easily.
Got it. And okay, so you kind of moved to AI. And
Yeah.
can you walk me through like just what was going on internally? What did the floor feel like when you were making these moves towards AI? Did everything feel right?
No, it takes, so, like, I actually like have lived it and then actually also thought enough about it later on. All these things are fuzzy and messy. Okay. I actually had pictures of 300 wireframes. It takes months because I think you have to hit multiple things correct. In the absence of shared language, it's tough. But to get something right, you are checking off 5, 6, 7 boxes. When you're trying to check 5, 6, 7 boxes, and I can tell you those boxes, you actually have to kill a lot of things. So it's like a real journey where you keep, to be honest, like I still keep thinking about it for months. Like every growth hack that I've come up in life, sometimes like our team also feels that like, oh, you are naturally good at it. I'm like, boss, no, I thought about it for fucking 2 months. 2 months, I'm constantly trying to connect pieces. And one day I'm like, yes, I think we got it. Right. But it's 2 months of intense thinking that's going on when you're going to the gym and when you're driving your car or when you're playing with your dog or when you're doing anything.
24/7.
It's not 24/7. But every time the brain gets the space, you are thinking about it. It's not 24/7, right? But you're thinking about it. You are thinking about like what can happen, and then you're playing and you're killing and you're playing and you're killing. So I think like all those things take a while, and I feel.
Do you remember like the riskiest thing that you did that time, by the way, in that period?
I think we did I think the riskiest thing is our current business. Every video creation tool has a timeline. InVideo doesn't have one.
Oh, is it?
Yes, that's our umbrella differentiation.
Wow.
It's great counter positioning. Competition can't come where we are without losing revenue.
And you said that this differentiation matters. Why does this differentiation matters?
I mean, if you ask a video creator, anyone, timeline is the most important part of video creation. Nothing happens without a timeline. Like, nothing happened without an Ethernet port on your computer. You couldn't get internet. One day you could.
And why does InVideo not have a timeline?
Because we think that's the largest barrier to creation.
Interesting.
I
Can
think
you expand? Can you elaborate?
I mean, what is like a timeline, right? Like you put multiple layers of clips and then you stitch clips and then you put transition on it and then you put voiceover on it and then you cut the voiceover and then you cut the music and then you adjust the music. And sometimes you don't have shots and that requires finesse of how does it look. It takes deep amount of technical skills to do it. People are not going to use that many technical skills on like what is like a razor tool and what is a cut and what is a transition and should I use what kind of transition at what place. People are not going to do that. People are just don't want to do that or can't do that. It's tough to do that unless it's a full-time job. That's our opinion. Like that was our opinion.
How do you communicate to someone a non-timeline pitch, by the way?
There's no non-timeline pitch. People don't understand timeline. There's just internal comms. You can get a ready-to-share video. You can get a fully edited video without editing it. You can actually write something and show the video. There are multiple ways you can do this.
And in terms of like just channels that worked for you then, was it all like your current channels that worked for you that you were building over the last few years, or?
On growth marketing, there are some usual channels, which is PR, ads and SEO and ASO and GEO and like a bunch of those channels, right? There are so many Instagram, TikTok channels that publish content. And they don't have any way to monetize it. Point number one, I'm aware of that. That's in my mental model. Point number two, every time you see a logo on the top of the video, you believe that that tool is used to create the video. You can marry both and get billions of views.
Right.
You can marry both because one person's not making money. So you are like godsend.
Correct.
And there's a mental model for people enough in life. Right. And then you test it. Right. So like And we do, I don't know, I think we do like 6-7 billion views a month.
Wow.
That's accounted for. So resharing,
that's that additional couple of billion at least.
Yeah. That growth hack can't be used by you. It can't be used by anyone. So I can only share, and it can only be used by like video editing software companies at best. So you do like those things, right? Like, and then there are like also always there are like very interesting ways how you can connect it. Like I'll give you another example. SEO back in the day worked on backlinks. So what we did is like, okay, it's common that you want a link from Shopify and you want a link from HubSpot and like all the usual suspects,
right?
Like Forbes and stuff
Correct.
like that, right?
High
so
cost.
we, so what we did was we wrote a bunch of statistics articles.
Interesting.
Each article that we wrote on statistics, YouTube statistics 25, 24, Instagram statistics, TikTok statistics, we actually spent in number of hours around $7,500 an article.
Wow.
Okay. And this was way back when we didn't have the money, right? Basically, if I have to write an article for 3 weeks, 7,500 is a fair number, right? Like, and you are creating graphics and you're like structuring, doing a bunch of new research. It's not copying. Now you're doing actually it's investigative. Okay. And then we ran ads on that article. The reason is everyone who searches for YouTube statistics is actually writing an article. Now, if you have a best article, which is really good,
that's very interesting. Like
they will link you back.
Everyone who's like searching for that
it's an insight.
is actually,
it's a very, very strong insight.
The core intent is to actually write another article on it.
They are writing another article, and guess what? If you do core research, then they will have to quote you.
Correct.
And if they quote you, you get a backlink. There's a second idea, right? Like there's a second idea that we used extensively on SEO. All these big companies, they use freelance writers. All of them use freelance writers who are writing blogs for all these big companies. You go to all these writers, authors, and say that every time you write an article about video, if you include me, because you will include someone, if you include me, I'll pay you some money.
Very interesting. Hey, I want to like break down the space for everyone who's watching this, right? Like break down the space. Like there's Runway, there is Synthesia, there is Adobe. Everyone's like, can you break down the space for us? Like in like, there are category, maybe categorize them in certain way, just for like all the viewers to understand this space in AI video right now.
Yeah, I think there's Sora, Runway, VO3.
How would you categorize them?
I think they are the camera.
They are the camera. Okay, very interesting.
So.
Okay,
I think they are the camera.
Is VO, Sora.
They are replacement to the camera.
Very nice. Okay.
And then there are editors.
Okay.
And you need camera and editors.
Right.
InVideo is an editor.
Got it.
We edit.
Right.
The video for you.
Right.
And we only do it for non-professionals. Across domains. Synthesia is very segmented to learning and development. You can read it, right? Like if you look at Synthesia, barring everything that you see sometimes, if you look at it, then they will have LMS integration. So learning management system integration, they will have a bunch of things, very segmented.
Right. Very vertical.
Very vertical. And that's their business, and it's a great business. And I think, by the way, it's a great insight that I would only sell to L&D teams, because L&D teams, it's the reason why they do it is because they found a large market that's an empty lane. No one was there. And L&D team doesn't need a very high quality video, which is what like a bunch of AI can do, or a bunch of things can do. Like it doesn't matter if their like expressions are not great, because you're training, and sometimes it's compliance and you have to train.
Right.
There's no choice but the person to go to training. So they found a great market. That's Synthesia. I think what we are doing is
editing.
We are an editor, and our core differentiation, I mean, CapCut is an editor. Our core differentiation is that we don't have a timeline, and we believe that there are enough people who don't want to use a timeline.
So are you saying that the space is basically divided into two now? One is there'll be cameras, like you have your generators, which is Sora, etc. And then there'll be editors. There's like the two core spaces for like non-professional video editing.
I don't think the camera is never for a non-professional.
Right. So camera can be for
always for professional. So we use all of them and stitch it for a non-professional.
You did a CEO roundtable with Wave and Prime Minister Modi very recently,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me like at least a high-level view of what the government's thinking with AI content in general, what the space is like looking up to from an India point of view?
Firstly, I have also tried to internalize this. Okay.
Okay.
I get this call
Okay.
from the ministry where I have no connects
Okay.
and say that we will love to have you.
Right.
So the government has tracked in some form,
Right.
something went.
Right.
And that someone said that, okay, with the YouTube CEO or with Mukesh Bhai or with like all these stalwarts,
Right.
Sanket should be invited. And I told them thank you. And they said that it's our job. And like, agar aapko nahi karenge, to kisko karenge? So the government has done like, this is scouting that someone there did it. And I'm super grateful because I'm not at that level. I'm just at best promising. I don't know how, but like someone there
Surreal
thought
moment,
about,
though.
someone, it's not surreal. Someone there was thinking about it.
They don't care.
Someone there did the job. That it was very easy to, no one's getting promoted or no one's getting not promoted and no one's getting yelled at for not calling me. People are getting yelled at for not calling the YouTube CEO or the Instagram CEO. Nothing like that is happening here. But someone really did it. And I'm like very, very grateful. The second thing is, I think Prime Minister Modi's attitude. And to be honest, like I was a little surprised because there are 2 or 3 things that come to my mind and that have just stayed with me and that I've repeated to people I've met. Thing number 1 that Modi ji said was, he said that jail में भी लोगों को यूट्यूबर बन सकते हैं उनके पास भी एक स्टोरी है और वो यूट्यूबर बन सकते हैं. And that is the level of understanding. He gave an example that he met a bus driver in Kerala who lost his job and became a YouTuber.
Oh, wow.
So he gets it.
Right.
The person gets it.
Right.
Okay. Now you will say that, okay, sure, YouTube gets it. Point number 2. He is the most followed YouTuber he's the most followed politician on YouTube. I don't think it's accidental. And he's proud of it. And he gets it. He knows that this is what's important. He understands what people want from him. Listen, see, he is not giving people what he wants to give people. He is giving people what people want from him. The reason why this is most exciting for me is because India's Prime Minister wants to win. When he was talking to everyone, to me it felt like that he is there to win in life, not on YouTube. YouTube is accidental. He's winning on YouTube because I think his way of life is to win. He wants to win. And I don't think it's elections. I don't subscribe to that. And I'm not like, I don't lead anywhere and stuff like that in life. But I didn't feel that it was, my judgment is that I don't think it's elections. Like it's anything that he does, he wants to win. Which I feel very good about. That we want to win. And I think we see inklings of that, and there are good parts and bad parts in life, and I think they are okay. And the third part, someone said that we should have stricter copyright laws. And he said that copyright law होने चाहिए, इतने भी strict नहीं होने चाहिए कि वो creativity को मार डाले. This is very nuanced understanding in a particular topic. That's so deep. And for the nation's prime ministers to say this, right? And again, that tells me that the person is in nuances. And I don't think he's in nuances of these things. I think he mostly is nuancing of everything. The reason I say this is because my opinion about life is life doesn't work that I will be good here and I'll be bad here. You either are like this or you are not. If you are like this, it reflects everywhere. And that was actually, I was mind blown. And he feels that creator economy is the new economy. And this is point number 4, like creator economy is the new economy, and India should leverage it, and India should own it, and India should be the best at it. Instagram CEO comes and says that, I know all these people in life. I've heard of like Neil Mohan, and I've heard of Shantanu of Adobe, and I've heard of everyone. This is the first time someone put them together in a room, and India did it. So someone somewhere has thought about winning here, and then like put all of this together with Modi ji giving some time, and he said, like, this is the fifth point, and then now that I'm talking about it, more things remind me. And this was just because just before Operation Sindoor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it?
Like 4 days before it or 6 days before it, like some zone of that. And he said that you will feel that why am I here during this time? And he said that I'm here because this is the future. And while I tackle the present, I have to build the future. And so I did it. And I am not scared about anything in life. And he used the sentence, "मैं चुनौतियों को चुनौती देने वाला आदमी हूँ," which makes me feel that, oh my God, this person is really like going in, understanding everything. And also like not, this is like so, this is actually one thing that most people miss, right? Like, and we don't understand that we get stuck in the present and we don't think about the future, but the future was happening and it was important for Modi ji to be there, to promote everyone, to make sure that Shantanu builds more products for India and India becomes top of his mind, and for Instagram, India is top of his mind, and for YouTube, India is top of his mind, and to bring all of this together to do great things.
Mm-hmm.
He had to be there to like make sure that there is enough love for the nation for us to win in the creator economy with so much nuance.
That's amazing.
Insane.
That's amazing.
I think like he came and he met everyone for 2 seconds, but he met.
Oh, very interesting.
And what that does to you is you feel like contributing more. It's not him meeting. I think it's him respecting. And him respecting me and Mukesh ji alike in that meeting just felt like, oh my God, like what, just why? And I feel more motivated, and I think that's great. Like just generally, I'm sure everyone felt more motivated.
100%. No, for sure. I think it's like, and I can feel it as well. Like I'm sure it's had like a big impact on you as well.
I mean, yeah, copyright law, like nuanced understanding about copyright law and what happens to creativity, and Jailer has a, like everyone in Jail has a story, and YouTube is a medium for that. Like I think they're extremely nuanced things to say, and they're extremely forward. It's very forward for the society.
Let's take another person's example. You also met Sam Altman.
Yes.
Now I'm like, what was that experience like?
I think it was like I met him when no one had met him. So it was great, right? Like, I mean, I met him. The guy's very measured.
Matured?
Measured.
Okay, measured.
He's very measured. He's very measured. He has his guards at, I think, the right levels. He's, of course, very, very sharp. And some people can call it shrewd, some can call it sharp. But I think he's playing an A+ game. He didn't give out too much. He didn't give out too less. He was there for the dinner. He was sitting right next to me for like 90 minutes and like I'm passing him food and he's passing me food, which was great. Such meetings don't... Sama's meeting doesn't give you any changeable outcomes in life. But it was great to like meet him, and then it was great to see, like, I think the level of... I think you get a feeling that there is extremely sharp game going on in the valley. Like, I think Sama is playing a very, very sharp game. It is a very super, super sharp game.
Like, are there like a few things that you saw in general, not just in that meeting, that you felt like OpenAI is playing or Sama is playing a very, very sharp game? Like instances, or just like a gut?
No, it's not a gut. You start reading between the lines sometimes, and you understand that like who are in the meeting, what did Sama want from them or didn't want anything.
Interesting.
And how is OpenAI positioned, and why is OpenAI positioned like that? And there was Sir Mike Moritz, and what does he tell Sir Mike Moritz, and what does Sir Mike Moritz tell him back? And you ask him a question, and what's the answer? And where's the guard?
Where's the guard?
So you get all of that and you understand that, oh, okay, even for an intimate dinner with people he might not know, but very, very small, that's where the guard is. This is what he wants to give out. This is what he will not give out. This is how he will give it out. To me, it feels that there was a plan. Not for the dinner. He's just naturally like that. Right. But there's a plan.
Do you think all ads in the future will be AI?
Can be.
Cost
Can
and...
be. We run ads that are AI. They're not perfect. Performance ads have CAC LTV. The CAC matches.
The CAC is matching already.
It's lower because it's allowing more experimentation. So I'm killing more ads. I'm killing more ads. And I'm basically, since I can have more ads, I can kill more ads. And thus the best performing ads go to the main campaign. And thus the CAC is actually lower. They're not perfect. They work. If that's the job of it, it does.
Also cost, right? Like cost is probably like 1/10.
I mean, for ads specifically. Cost of production is not as important as the amount of money you spend. Because like cost of production is probably like single digit percentage with respect to the amount of money you spend on ads. Usually. Unless you're a very, very micro small business, that's different. Otherwise, it's basically the cost of production is single digit percentage. Should you care about it then? Not really, right? You want more performance. How the algorithms today are basically you need more experimentation and they figure out what to show to whom and if it's working or not working. So you're playing with a bunch of hypotheses. The more hypotheses you check are better. A lot of times the ads that I would hate or feel like this ad will never work does extremely well. So there's something I don't understand about human psychology and I should, like everyone running performance ads knows this and they should accept it, that we don't know the answer and every idea can be promising or not, which means that you need more production. So if I'm spending $10,000 a month on ads, which we were, it's a real number, and I was getting 10 creatives multiplied by whatever, can I do 50? And if I do 50, will it move the needle? I think it moves the needle.
Got it. You know, I just wanted to take 3 seconds and just everything that you know about AI today in terms of video and everything that you know about video. What will AI video look like in 5 years?
It should be able to do everything. It in 5 years, like with the pace,
yeah, 5 years, with the current pace.
I mean, you didn't have to take the flight, and we could have had a setup like this,
right?
And we could have made people feel exactly like this, without all the lights, and without the cameras.
So there will be 2 clones talking, AI clones.
It doesn't need to be. The clones become like you remove the crux out of it. No, why can't it be a Zoom call that is then taken in this setup? Why can't it be a phone call that's really honest in this setup? Like, it doesn't have to be clones. It can be human. Like, I'm not saying that we should remove the human out of the equation.
You're not saying that a human is going on.
You think AI is going to be able to tell you about like the watermark that we put or like the blog we write and stuff like that? I don't think so. I think that's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough. If that happens, then I don't think we have a role to play. But I don't think that happens like very, very easily. There's so much nuance. There's so much more nuance where, I don't see like those things.
But a large part of the camera is definitely getting replaced. The current camera is definitely getting replaced.
It's giving. I don't think the camera can be replaced. The camera cannot be replaced. You can use the camera, but you can't have this production value. So, hey, use the camera for better things.
Got it.
Okay. Like, don't use the camera for like basic shit. Like, this is nowhere. We are not judging the people who are shooting on their talent on how to operate a camera. Can we for goddamn like let them play versus versus make them do the same thing again and again? Can they play with the camera? Can they do more things with the camera? Can the outcomes be very, very different? I think that's where the world is going. Like they don't have to do like all this mundane things.
Do you think in that regard then will AI replace editors, like the current state of editors that we know today?
They're different production value. The highest production value, I don't think the editor goes away. Also, like, I don't know what is replacing an editor. Will they replace a director? No. If the editor is just arms and legs, yes.
Got it.
Will they replace a director? No.
Director stays.
I mean, what you want, what emotion you want to evoke? Why do you want to evoke it then? why is that important for that context and that period? I think all of that, AI will be able to give you a first cut. It will be able to like take out a bunch of things that you had to do manually. Like it will do a bunch of those things. Like, I mean, for a large film, there is merit in color correction. For this video, it will go to color correction. Is there like so much merit? Like, I think there's little merit.
Hey, I have a question to you. Like everyone talks about like a rapper a lot, right? Especially when OpenAI first came. Like, everything is a rapper. I remember someone funnily saying, yeah, silicon is a rapper on a rock, right?
There are just counter narratives when like someone tells you are a rapper, like you feel like shit, so you build counter narratives. Interesting narratives should be used. I've used them.
Correct. So like, what's your take though?
It depends on the kind of rappers. See, you're always worried about will OpenAI come for you. There are some rappers where OpenAI will come for. There's some rappers OpenAI might not come for. There's some rappers that even if OpenAI comes for, you can do a better job. The example is OpenAI has Codex. Everyone's using Cursor. It's a rapper. But people are using that, right? Like there's a reason why people are using it. So if you pick a lane where you don't think OpenAI will come, or Claude will come, or like Anthropic will come, or Google will come, like if you think, and you also think that even if they come, you can do a better job, and you're solving like a real customer problem, and you can grow, and there's a delta 4,
Right.
and you can keep the delta 4, you're fine.
Then you're fine.
Yeah, like sure, now like if you are going to build a product where you could use ChatGPT in a different interface, it's a tough one. I mean, so it's just like zone of that. I don't think it's just
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I think people. I want to know, like, okay, people are talking about rappers. I have a counter question. Who are talking about rappers?
Probably the ones who were afraid of building the rapper or envious of
Who
the
are
ones
those
who
people? Give me a persona.
I don't know. Maybe it's people who are younger, probably because they don't understand value chain.
I don't know about all of that. I just feel that you are either in the arena or not. If you are not in the arena, I don't want to listen to you.
Yeah, so mostly people who are not in the arena, basically.
Sure.
Yeah. Got it.
I mean,
No, that's fair. I think that's
we
fair.
picked the rapper lane, we stayed there. So I think we did it right.
Correct.
Now the narrative shifting a little.
Right. No, I think that's fair. I think I just have like two questions for you. One is, what's the craziest AI video that you've seen built out of InVideo? Like, what was it?
I think the one I showed you is pretty crazy, which is a brand film. And by the time this goes to edit and goes out, I think people would have seen it.
Yes.
I think that's pretty crazy. It took.
I think by the time this
It's a lot of
pod
work.
gets out, it'll
Yeah,
definitely
but
be
it was
out.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
But we could do it. I think there are multiple videos like that blow my mind every
Okay.
now and then.
Yeah, tell me a few.
I'll give you like some examples, right? So there's this window cleaner.
Okay.
Okay. Window cleaner puts his photo and writes a prompt that create an ad or create a promo video or zone of that. I don't remember ad, promo, marketing, whatever, for my cleaning brand. This is the name in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And he is okay to pay more money. So he's paying only $30 for that video. It's $30. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive.
Okay.
We take that photo. We automatically make an avatar. And we automatically make that person, which is the owner of the business, talk.
Nice.
And it doesn't feel like AI. There's a van, the cleaning van behind. He doesn't feel like AI. The lip sync's extremely on point. And we take all these photos from his website or wherever they are available on the internet because he wrote the name automatically. And then we convert them into videos. And then we stitch the whole story together. So you actually almost have a TVC-ish cleaning ad that's made for $30. I think that was amazing.
Wow.
And that has blown my mind. Today, this video is going to be out too. So Comet and Naru created a sneaker together.
Correct.
And we have created a Comet and Naru sneaker ad.
Oh, nice.
With AI in 3 days.
Oh, wow.
And in $200.
In $200, that's it?
And it's epic. It's so good, and we have worked. The tweet thread is going like how we do this breakdowns on how we do it. It's going to go out today, and it's awesome.
Awesome. I think on that note, I want to thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
This has been a wonderful conversation.
Thanks.
And all of the things that you're doing in India, for India, I think we're all rooting for you, man.